Jim, as a medical malpractice lawyer with a lot of experience, and I know you've handled what's called a common bile duct injury. During laparoscopic procedure involving removal of the gallbladder, what is a common bile duct injury?
Well, Rick, during a laparoscopic removal of the gallbladder, the surgeon who has been trained to do this procedure knows that there are certain anatomical landmarks that he's got to identify before he can start cutting and destroying ducts. And the cystic duct is the duct that goes into the gallbladder. When it comes out of the gallbladder, it connects to the common bile duct, which connects to the liver and the pancreas and allows us to digest our food in our digestive system. If the surgeon mistakes the common bile duct for the cystic duct, what he's got to do to get the gallbladder out is to cut the cystic duct in half. And if he mistakes those anatomical landmarks, he will cut the common bile duct in half instead.
How do physicians fail to recognize they cut accidentally the common bile duct instead of that other duct?
Well, the sarcastic answer to that is surgical ineptitude. If you're in a hurry, if you're not careful, if you do not obtain what's called the critical view, which is being able to visualize the juncture between the cystic duct, the gallbladder, and the common bile duct. If you don't get that critical view, it's very easy to put a clip on the wrong structure.
But a surgeon is trained about that exact issue, the critical view, before they ever start doing these types of surgeries, aren't they?
Absolutely. It is a hallmark feature of the training that goes into laparoscopic gallbladder surgery.
So if a person is out there looking at this video and has a common bile duct injury after a surgery, what can you tell them about the dividing line between what may be a case and what may not be a case?
Well, the dividing line's fairly bright. If the surgeon realizes while he's in the middle of this procedure that he's clipped the wrong structure and can address it right then and there with no permanent injury to the client, we tell them to consider themselves lucky and to go on about their lives. The ones that are not so lucky are the ones where the surgeon doesn't realize that he's cut the wrong duct. He sends his patient home thinking everything is fine, and suddenly the patient develops an acute abdomen because it's filling up with bile. And as you can well imagine, bile is not supposed to be outside of the digestive system in your abdomen.
Does that cause a condition called sepsis?
It does in some instances. It basically just makes you sick. It's not traditional sepsis like we see in a bowel perforation, but it'll cause jaundice, it causes terrible pain, and always results in very elaborate and painful surgery to fix.
What type of long-term complications over months may there be for correcting that injury?
Well, the complications can be fairly devastating. I've represented some individuals where that common bile duct could not be properly repaired, and they suffered with years of something called pancreatitis, which is extremely painful and a very dangerous illness. Basically, your digestive tract just doesn't ever get back to working properly.
Thank you, Jim.
Please go to our website at hsinjurylaw.com to immediately receive by email our free report on medical malpractice claims. If you or someone you know has suffered a serious personal injury, please feel free to contact us by going to our website or calling our 1-800 number.